Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Capital One Venture X business credit card. So I'll be going over the main features of this card, its pros as well as its drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a much better idea of whether or not this credit card is a good fit for you. But before we go ahead and dive into the main features of this card, if you wouldn't mind helping out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive up to $200 in free stock in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Robinhood. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then simply link your bank account. You do not even have to make an opening deposit. At that point in time, Robinhood will be sending you one free stock worth all the way up to $200. Okay, so diving right into the main features of the Capital One Venture X business credit card. First off, we're going to be talking about miles and how you can earn them with this card. So you will be earning 2 miles per dollar spent. This is going to be unlimited. They don't have any special categories. So on all transactions, no matter what the category, whether it's in gas, groceries, or anything else, you will be earning 2 miles per dollar spent. Now with this card, there's also going to be a pretty good spin bonus as well. The spin bonus is going to be 150,000 miles, which is going to be worth $1,500 in travel. But one thing that you will have to do is spend at least $30,000 within the first 3 months of having this credit card. That's going to be an average spend of $10,000 per month, which for some people might be very, very difficult to do. And for others, it may not be that hard depending on how much spend you have on a monthly basis. Now, on top of that, there are also some other perks with this credit card as well. So just starting out, you're going to have a $300 annual travel credit. So this can be used for flights or anything travel related. Then on top of that, starting on your first anniversary, you will be earning 10,000 bonus miles every year. This is going to be worth $100 in travel. Then you're also going to be receiving a complimentary Priority Pass membership, which is going to give you unlimited free visits for you and 2 guests as well. Then you're also going to be receiving an unlimited complimentary visits to Capital One lounges. With this, you'll also be getting 2 guests for free. And then for each additional guest on top of that, it is going to be $45 per guest. And then you're also going to be receiving up to $100 in statement credits for global entry or TSA pre-checks. So that's a pretty good perk as well. You're also going to have $0 fraud liability as well, which means that if you lose your card or someone steals it and they take it and they go to a physical retail store or even online and they spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars with it, you will not be held liable for those transactions because you did not authorize them. So obviously it's a pretty good perk as well. Then on top of that, you can also set up account managers so they can call into Capital One if you have any troubles, and they can talk about issues that might be like a higher level security that normally you would only be able to talk about, but you can assign an account manager too. You can also give out these credit cards, authorized users, to your employees. And you can even set spend limits. So maybe employee 1 can have a spend limit of $1,000 if they typically spend more, whereas another employee may only get a spend limit of $200 per month. And of course, you can adjust these as time goes by. Then on top of that, you can also transfer miles to any of the 15 plus travel loyalty programs. You're also going to be receiving a $100 experience credit and other premium benefits at their Premier collection. And then finally, you're also going to be getting extended warranty protection as well, which is going to be adding 1 additional year onto your warranty, so that's pretty beneficial as well. So now that we went over the main features of this credit card, at this point in time, we are going to go ahead and dive into the APR and fees, because of course that's also very much important as well. So starting out, as far as your APR goes, they do not have an APR on your purchases like you typically see with other credit cards. Instead, all charges made on the account are due and payable in full whenever you receive your statement. And there's actually going to be just a late payment fee of 2.99% of the unpaid portion of your statement balance. So if you do not pay your balance off in full, you're going to get hit with a fee of 2.99%, which could actually be quite a bit if you have a larger statement balance. Then as far as some other fees go on cash advances, there is going to be a fee of either $5 or 5% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. So if you have a cash advance of $300, for example, in that case, there is going to be a fee of $15. Then on top of that, as far as foreign transaction fees go, luckily with this card, there are no foreign transaction fees. So if you do happen to travel abroad, this is definitely a credit card that you can take with you, and you will not be hit with any extra foreign transaction fees. This is very much a perk because unfortunately with some of the other credit cards out there in the market, they do have foreign transaction fees of anywhere that's say like up to 3%, which over time that certainly adds up. So for the fact that this credit card does not have foreign transaction fees and you happen to travel internationally, you can definitely save a lot of money there. And then perhaps the biggest fee, and what is the biggest fee with this credit card, of course, is that annual fee. So every single year while having this credit card, you will have to pay an annual fee of $395. So you will have to sit down and evaluate every single year on a year-to-year basis whether or not paying $395 for this credit card is worthwhile for you. Are you getting at least $395 in value, or perhaps even more? We are going to be covering that in just a second. So now that we went over the main features of this card as well as the APR and fees, at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and dive into what I would consider to be the best things about this credit card and the worst things about this credit card. So we're going to start out with the good things. We have a pretty big list here. So of course, the first thing is the fact that you will be earning 2 miles per dollar spent. It's very much simplicity. You're going to know that on every transaction in every category, you will be earning 2 miles per dollar spent. Then of course, there's also that spend bonus. Once again, that's going to be 150,000 miles as long as you're able to spend at least $30,000 within the first 3 months. So it's going to be a pretty good spend bonus there. Also, you're going to be receiving the $300 annual travel credit. So that's going to be, some of the annual fee kind of given back to you. Then you're also going to be getting the 10,000 bonus miles every single year. So with the 10,000 bonus miles and the $300 annual travel credit, that's going to be $400 there. So it's going to completely offset your $395 annual fee. Then on top of that, you're also going to be receiving the complimentary lounge access, both the Capital One lounges as well as the Priority Pass. Then you're also going to be getting the $100 statement credit, which can go towards either global entry or TSA PreCheck. There's also not going to be a foreign transaction fee either. So those are the good things about this card. As far as the drawbacks go, if I wanted to be super picky, I could say they don't have like any other special categories where you can earn even more than 2 miles per dollar spent. Like maybe if you could earn like 5 miles or like 3 miles per dollar spent on travel or something like that, for example. And then also the fact that you do have that massive $395 annual fee. But as I just mentioned there, that $395 annual fee is going to be offset by the fact that you're going to be receiving the $300 annual travel credit plus the 10,000 bonus miles every single year starting on your anniversary year. So with that said, to sum things up here, for the first year alone, you're definitely going to be coming out ahead as long as you can hit that spend bonus, which I guess I could also add that as a drawback as well, that you do have to spend $30,000 within the first 3 months, which for a lot of people might not be doable in order to receive the spend bonus. But if you can reach that spend bonus, that's going to be 150,000 bonus miles, $1,500 in travel. That's going to be quite a bit. All in all, this is a pretty solid card, one that I would personally recommend, but at the end of the day, of course, it is going to be your ultimate decision. But that's all we have for today's review. I certainly hope you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a like, consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.